Hi friends, this is Penny Hunt and this is Penny Heart to Heart. This is day 21, which means 3 full weeks. 3 full weeks that I've been doing these videos and talking to you every day at 3 o'clock Mountain Time and just talking about what's going on in the world and giving you some tips and techniques about things I've taught myself and things that seem to work under normal circumstances of life to keep us up and happy, and I think we need them now more than ever. So I've been sharing something every day with you. Before we start, I want to make sure you know about the book giveaway. I'm giving away my books every week. I give one away, and all you need to do is in the comment line write "I love your book," and you'll be in the drawing for this week's book. And I notify the people on Sunday. And when I can get to the post office to mail them, I will. In fact, I think some went out today, hopefully, to some of the past winners. So that's good news for them and for me. I want to talk to you today about how we're feeling about this. I started to think about, we started this brand new decade of 2020, and at the first of the year, I always write something about how I feel. I always pick a word for the year and think about the year ahead. And this January, I wrote a piece called 2020 Vision. And I've included this in the writing here with this video in case you'd like to read it. But I looked at not only the past year of 2019, but of the whole decade that we just completed. And everything that happened to me, good and bad, and I made a big list. A lot of really great things happened for me. A lot of sad things happened. I lost my mom. I lost a dog that was part of my heart she took with her. And so many things that were sad things. And then a list of really wonderful things that happened. I wrote my first book, had it published. I've been speaking and writing and changed that piece of my life, what I do for work. I also was in a really horrific car accident in that decade, year and a half ago or so, that really changed things for me. So I went back and read that, what I wrote about 2020 Vision, and looking forward and also looking back, not just at 2019, but at the whole decade. And today I started to think about how I had such high hopes for this year. 2018 was the year of my car accident that really took a year of my life away. 2019 was the year that I lost my mom, and caring for her and her passing really colored the year of 2019 for me. So I had huge hopes for 2020. It was going to be a fabulous year and everything was going to be great. How could I or any of us ever have known that this virus was going to come into our world, come into our lives, and change everything in such a dramatic way? And I started to think about none of us know the uncertainty of how long this is going to last and what this is going to mean for us and how it's going to change us on the other side. And I've 21 videos. I've talked about a lot of things. One, I talked about what if the lesson was to slow us down, and I truly believe that's part of it. I've also talked about giving ourselves permission. Giving ourselves permission to, if we need a day to just stay in bed for a day, if we need a day to do whatever it is we need to do, because we're being bombarded with all these amazing people that are doing amazing things during this time that they have at home, and their work has changed, and that's a wonderful thing. But I think sometimes it puts pressure on all of us to be overachievers and above and beyond our daily life during this time. And I wrote about giving ourselves permission to do what we need to do. And today I started to think about disappointment and sadness, because I again wrote about how I just knew 2020 was going to be the greatest year ever. And maybe it still will be. Maybe we will learn such great lessons from this that it will be such an impact for us that we will look back on this in the year 2020 as life-changing and an amazing year of lessons. And I think that will be true, whether the lessons will be good on one side and not so good on the other, and a combination of both, or how it will turn out. But I just started to think about New Year's and how we look with such anticipation towards a new year. And we set these New Year's resolutions, and we're going to work out and exercise and all these things. And sometimes our New Year's resolutions work and sometimes they don't. I just do my word for the year, and my word this year was love. And I wanted to love more. I wanted to be more loving. I wanted my whole world to encompass love. And maybe that fits in with what's happening. I am doing these videos every day to share love with you. I had one video and taught you how to be a love pusher and how to push love out into the world. And I'm hoping that's what I do with this. Today, I just really wanted to talk to you and give you permission again to have time to feel sadness, to feel disappointment, to feel whatever it is you need to feel, and none of it is wrong. None of it is wrong. We all need to process this in the way that we need to, and nobody can tell us the best way to do it. Nobody can tell us my way is better than your way, or this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to do it, and these are the steps you need to take, and oh, by the way, get extra productive in the meantime. We have to do what works for ourselves, and nobody knows us better than us. And so I'm giving you permission to do that. A little bit of sadness, a little bit of disappointment. And I know our date keeps getting extended. You know, we thought we were going to be home for 2 weeks, and today marks 3 weeks for me that I've been in my house and doing these videos. And it looks like it's going to be some time longer. And I think about the people that have had to cancel things. I know school in many places has been canceled for the rest of the year, doing some homeschooling and online classes to finish that. I know jobs are in limbo and people don't know how long it will be before they can go back to work. Things like weddings and celebrations have been canceled, and I hurt for that, for the disappointment of that. Seniors that can't have their graduation in high school or college because of this, because we can't gather in places, and the concerts and all the things that have been canceled or postponed or changed in our world. I'm even noticing that funerals are live streamed, that only family can gather because of that group of 10 rule, and what a sadness and disappointment that must be for people to not be able to share grief together. So today I was just thinking about how I anticipated this year to be and how it's really turning out, and that we need to have an open mind of how the year might turn out all the way through the end of the year in December. We might be looking back at it and still have a list of things that were good about the year 2020 and things that weren't so good. And as we always do with every year, but hopefully we will be able to see the good in this. Again, another video about what's good about this. So today I was just thinking, and going along with the one video I did about giving yourself permission to do what you need to do, and today I'm giving you permission to feel some disappointment and feel some sadness, and hopefully not lock into such despair and sadness for a month at a time. But when you need to really do some introspective work and think about what you expected and what reality is, and see how you can come to a calmness and an acceptance about that. Because the reality is we can't change what's happening. And so we need to accept it, adapt to this change, and have some hope in the process, which I think hope will be a topic that I talk about, such an important thing for us all to share. I want to remind you, if you want to be in the drawing for the book, Love Your Life No Matter What, 76 Tips to Live Life with Love and Gratitude. I will be drawing for this week's winner and notifying them on Sunday, and then we start a new drawing next week. So all you have to do in the comment line is write, "I'd love your book," and you will be in the drawing. I thank you for joining me. These little snippets of time every day at 3 o'clock Mountain Time. I am so grateful when you join me, and I would love to hear about how your life is going, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. And if you have a topic you'd love me to talk about, I would love that, some ideas. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am Pennie Hunt. This has been Pennie Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.